You don't want to be in the picture?
No.
Okay, I guess I'm doing the reading. I don't know if you ever do Mad Libs in your family. What are you doing under the table? But I've been doing them since I was a kid, and so these guys have been doing them since they were kids. Usually comes in a book, and it'll have a story, and it'll ask for certain parts of speech. And the person who's reading the story knows what the story is, but the people answering and providing the nouns and verbs and adverbs and plural nouns and all of that don't know what the story is until it's read to them. So Micah came up with the idea not too long ago of us creating our own using a little cut and paste on the computer. So last night he and I created this one, and Micah, don't you at least want to show up for this brief moment? Your shining glory. Is it good?
Yeah.
Anyway, and Jonathan and Josiah provided us with the parts of speech. It's Jonathan here. Josiah's busy doing something more interesting in the other room. So, where is it? Okay. This is what we came up with. It's our butchered version of a speech that you probably recognize. 77 cups ago, our fathers jumped forth upon this continent, a cube-shaped nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all orangutans are created unsightly. I kind of think that's true. Now we are engaged in a great shiny war, testing whether that nation or any accountant so slit. How did we come up with slit? And so dedicated can long confuse. I bet it can. We are met here on a great mountain of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of it as a final contemplating place. That actually makes sense. For those who here gave their lives that that nation might glow. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this, but in a larger sense, we cannot fart. We cannot consecrate. We cannot hallow this lampshade. The foggy men, living and dead, who struggled here, have consecrated it far above our crispy power to add or evaluate. The tennis racket will little note, nor long remember what we abducted here, but can never complain about what they did here.
No.
No, it is for us, the crows, rather to be dedicated here to the dark work which they have thus far so seductively carried on. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great feelings remaining before us. That's very American, feelings. That from these prickly dead we take pretty devotion to that cause for which they gave here the last full leaf of philosophy. That we here stealthily resolve that these dead shall not have looked in vain, that this nation shall have a new shot of freedom, and that this government, this is so appropriate and totally not planned, that this government of the congressmen and women, by the congressmen and women, for the congressmen and women, shall not sniff from the shoe. I love it. Thank you. We hope you enjoyed what Micah is calling Dad Libs. We're at Dad Libs, episode 1.
The Gettysburg Massacre.
The Gettysburg Massacre. That's perfect. Have a nice day.